So, if you clicked on this video, then I'm guessing you want to know how weapon upgrades and weapon damage works inside of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies. So that's what you're going to find out. And let's begin by focusing on the many different ways to increase your damage inside of zombies. Like all other previous zombies titles, you have your Pack-a-Punch, which drastically increases damage of your weapons, although within Cold War, there's a new feature called the Arsenal, which was added. This allows you to upgrade your weapon through 5 different rarities or tiers: red, green, blue, purple, and gold, or common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. Throughout this video, I'll be referring to them as tiers 1 through to 5. Now with that quick introduction, let's begin. For my test, my loadout consisted of the XM4 with the attachments seen on screen, as well as the Ring of Fire field upgrade, which we'll talk about later. When loading into a game, the starting weapon starts at tier 1, or the red color, this being the lowest damage that it can deal. The XM4 at tier 1 will do 82 damage for a critical hit or headshot, and 30 for a body. At tier 2, the critical damage will increase to 119, with the body increasing to 43. At tier 3, it will increase to 169 and 61 for a body shot. In context without the numbers, each tier upgrade will increase the damage by 1.4 times its original value. So from tier 1 to tier 2, it will increase by 1.4, and on top of that, going from tier 2 to tier 3, another 1.4, so it's an accumulative effect, much like how the Pack-a-Punch level works. With Pack-a-Punch, the damage is doubled, and it doubled again at level 2, and level 3 Pack-a-Punch is damaged a third time, for an accumulative effect of 8 times the damage. Although that 8 times damage from the Pack-a-Punch is a lot, it gets even bigger when you consider the tier upgrades. From tier 1 to 5, as it is multiplicative, it will increase to 7.5 times the damage. And that on top of the 8 times originally from the Pack-a-Punch results in, I don't know, it's a very large number, but it can get bigger. That on top of a Ring of Fire upgrade, which allows 5 times the amount of damage, on top of all the other buffs. It's insane the amount of damage you can deal, but it gets better. With insta-kill against a Megaton, you deal an extra 2.5 times damage, which is insane. You're doubling it again and again and again. So from that base tier XM4, the damage can increase to over several thousand. Starting out at 84 damage, it can increase by so much. On screen now, you can find the damage numbers that I've been using for this video, as well as the values that I have calculated. Now, although I do not have tier 4 and tier 5's data, it's very clear from a pattern from tiers 1 through to 3 that it is a 1.4 times increase, as well as Pack-a-Punch level 3. I did not get that data, but it is very clear as level 1 and 2 is both doubling. In terms of the many different enemy types that you encounter in Die Maschine, it gets to a point where everything's basically the same, except for the heavy zombies. And you only really see the heavy zombies if you're going past round 20 or you're going for an exfil. However, the heavy zombies have armor, and much like our armor works, where it reduces 60% of the damage we take, their armor makes it so we only deal 20% of damage. However, that damage is split up. We deal 24% of our damage to the actual heavy zombie's armor, 14% of the damage if it's a body shot, and 40% of the damage if it's a critical, which makes the heavy zombies a real tank. Unlike the Megaton, where the Megaton just has a lot of health, the heavy zombie decreases our damage by a very considerable amount. At tier 3 and Pack-a-Punch level 1 on our XM4, we deal 140 crit, 18 body, and 31 to the armor. Whereas tier 3 Pack-a-Punch 1 on a normal zombie would deal 349 as a crit and 127 as a body. Those two values are so very different. And this is why upgrading the weapon is so important. Ring of Fire, Pack-a-Punch, and the tier upgrades will make it so you can easily kill the Megatons and the heavy zombies. So to recap, every tier upgrade we go using our salvage increases our damage by an additional 50%, and Pack-a-Punching our weapon doubles our damage. So with that in combination with Ring of Fire, which is a 5 times increase, is an enormous amount of damage. Thank you guys for watching and supporting. I hope these numbers help you, and if you want to know more, tell me.